funky.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Garrett, and today I'm going to guys the top 5 designs of the week number 37. And I want to say thank you all for supporting my work and supporting my channel so much. We just hit 13,600 subscribers. Super insane. You know, if we can hit 14K by New Year's, that'd be even better. But we have a bunch of honorable mentions today, a bunch of placements. So I'm going to kick the video straight off with our special guest to get it going.
What's up, guys? My name is Samurai CK, and for those of you that don't know me, I'm the Chief Design Officer of Team Caliber, and today I'm going to be commentating the honorable mentions for this week's top 5 designs. The first honorable mention goes to Login or Logan Arts, not really sure how to pronounce that, sorry. And he has a really awesome design which is kind of like metal throughout it. I really like the colors, how it's kind of dark, you got the silver, the black, and the red, so that's really awesome, and I think that looks good with the metal idea. One thing I would say is, I like on the right side how Myth Gaming is really cool. Again, you tried to relay the metal idea throughout that text. But on the left side, Lead Designer is really bright and then Of is dark, and it's kind of hard to read. So two things that you can do about that is either do what you did on the right side with Myth Gaming and relay that through Lead Designer Of so that you can see Of more. And obviously you don't want to darken Lead Designer either. Or just completely take Of out, because as long as you have Lead Designer, they'll probably know what you're talking about. This person is obviously the lead designer. So you can either take it out, or again, you can just do what you did on the right side with Myth Gaming and make that go completely through, just as long as you can see it 100%. Besides that, this is a really awesome design, so good job. Our next honorable mention goes to Yuma Designs, and I actually really like this design. I like how he tried to make the text kind of reflective and glass looking. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but in the backing, one thing I would say is that red shape, I don't know if it's a circle or whatever, I feel like it's kind of out of place, so if I were you, I'd try taking that out and see what it looks like. But yeah, I just feel like it's kind of a little bit out of place, but besides that, all the other stuff, all the abstract textures in the background are really cool, so I definitely keep those. But again, I try taking the red shape out because I'm just not really sure about that. And then the other thing I would say is trying to make the main text even more glass-like and reflective. Like I said, it already is, but making it even more reflective and glass-like will relay what you have in the backing, as you can see, because you tried to replicate the main text in the backing, which you did a good job of, but it would just look even better if you made the main text look more like glass. But again, besides that, good job, I really like this design. The next honorable mention goes to Glitch Spot, and I think this is a pretty cool design, but there are just a couple things that I think you should change up. First of all, when you have a design and you want somebody to be able to read it easily, this one, it's kind of hard to read the text. I like the idea though, it's definitely cool, but in perspective of like a business side, you want to make sure that you're able to read it very easily. So I think that I'd try changing up the main text so that you can read it a little bit better, but I do like how you used the same text and made it bigger in the backing and changed up the color. I think that's really cool, so you should definitely keep that. But obviously make it to a different text so you can read it easier. It doesn't matter as much in the backing, but in the main text it definitely does matter, and if you want it to stay the same, then you have to change both, obviously. And the other thing I would say is for the tabs on the side, the social media tabs, I don't really like the putting the tabs on top of the banner. I know a lot of people do that. Like, it's not super bad, it's kind of cool, I guess, but like if I were you, I'd try to either change the backing up a little bit or just darken the backing and put them in instead of having tabs. So don't have the tabs, just like have the text or whatever. That's what I would try. And also I would change the text for that as well, make it a little bit cooler, because it's kind of like a basic font. And when you're using basic fonts like that, it's usually you would want like 2D, something super simple. So I change up that font as well. But again, besides that, it's a really cool design. I like how you played it out, just a little small couple things with the text, and the backing is really cool as well. But yeah, again, great job. That's an awesome design. And I'm going to be handing it over to Garrett to do the top 5, so thank you for letting me be a part of this video, and off to Garrett now.
What is up, guys, and I am back, and let me know in the comment section below if you guys enjoyed that or not. Really awesome to have Samurai a part of this top 5. If you guys did enjoy it, we're going to have special guests every single week to commentate the honorable mentions for me. So let's get straight into it with the 5th place. We have Erland's Graphics, who did a social media design for Tanzer. He is the CEO and owner of BehrDesign. I gave him an 8.1 on this one, And first things first, man, I really love the whole entire style with the glowing gems around. That was the thing that popped out my eye the most, that really put this whole entire piece together. Those really bright electric blues and really bright blues that pop everywhere really put everything together in my eyes. I would have just tried to incorporate that symbol or even that logo in the middle just a little bit more. I felt like it looked a little bit out of place. Maybe, you know, adding a little bit of lighting around the top of it and darkening up the bottom to kind of create that contrast could have really done a big piece. But nonetheless, man, you did a really good job. Make sure to just worry about the lighting and making sure everything blends together. But you did a really cool job with the whole entire electric feel and the glowing blues. So like I said, man, you did a really good job. You got a 5th place and an 8.1. And with the 4th place, we have Wolves. Did a social media design as well. Gave him an 8.3 out of 10 on this one. He has a really solid portfolio, guys, so definitely go check it out in the description. But I really love this whole entire kind of drippy, trippy grunge effect. This used to be really big, you know, a little bit a while ago. But nonetheless, I really like the whole entire thing as a whole. I wasn't too much of a fan of these stocks in the top right hand corner and top left hand corner. I felt like that didn't match the whole entire piece, honestly. Maybe if you were to add just the whole entire, you know, red exposure and the red lighting at the top, it would have done a lot better. But that whole entire crackle effect didn't look too good in my opinion. The text was really good. I love the whole entire trippy style. This was really big a little bit while ago. I know you're kind of the creator of this style, but other than that, man, you did a really good job. I would definitely just watch out for adding those kind of crackle effects everywhere else. But in your work, you did an amazing job, and you got yourself an 8.3 and a 4th place. So with the 3rd place, we actually have 2 things to show you. We have Enticed, who did a social media design for Sachi. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Gave him a 9.2 in this one, and this is a really cool style. I thought I wanted to show at least 2 of his works. He has a really solid portfolio, so definitely go check him out in the description. I really like this piece because it actually has a very, you know, good vibrant color scheme to it, and everything kind of flows together nicely. I thought that the one thing you could have, you know, taken out or maybe even changed a little bit was that kind of accent you see in the top middle of the right above the selfie. It looked a little bit weird having that. It looked like a little bit of an awkward stock. Maybe just keeping it with those kind of retro colors could have done a lot better. But other than that, man, everything was done really nicely. I do enjoy the sponsors on the left hand side and also the other social links on the right hand side. Really good. The signature has a really cool layer style onto it. I made sure everything popped. And showing the other work is this one he did for MK0, and even like this is really good. I really thought I would want to showcase at least 2 of his pieces so you guys can get a whole feel for his style. Really insane work, man. I love the silhouette of the, I believe they're ferns, and then also the glowing blues and like the contrasting yellow and everything like that. You did a really good job, you know, pushing everything together. You have a very good idea and a very good style, so keep on going, man. I hope to see you submit your portfolio a little bit more. So at the 2nd spot, we have Kai Tech, who did a Vogue magazine advertisement design, 9.8 out of 10 in this one, and Kai Tech has always been killing it on this top 5, and his work is just super insane. I had to give it to him. I haven't seen a lot of people do advertisements for like Vogue or for H&M or any kind of, you know, magazine or, you know, company like that. Most of them are for like G Fuel, for Gamer Subs, Razer, a bunch of like gaming companies, but you're going out of your way to do other companies, and I really enjoy that. First things first, your portfolio section on this was done really good. I really enjoyed us looking at it and watching through it. I love the text you did that says Vogue because it really matched all the styles. The same thing with the picture on the front. My mom actually has a bunch of Vogue magazines, so this is definitely something that I see a lot in my house. So it's really good. It's something that I would actually like to see, you know, happen in real life. But one thing I want to talk about is that black and white blend you have on top of the woman. Just looked a little bit awkward. Maybe taking that out could have worked a little bit better. The text choice was really good. Maybe using a little bit more of a bold font on some of the small writing could have really helped, but other than that, man, did an insane job. You definitely deserve the 2nd place and a 9.8, and thank you for always submitting your portfolio. So the first spot, we have Darren L. Gilbert, who got a straight up 10 out of 10. This is the first concept artist that has ever submitted his work onto this top 5. And if you guys aren't too sure just looking at this, what it basically all is about, he used ZBrush and Photoshop to kind of create this whole 3D model for you guys. I'm not too good at, you know, modeling anything, especially in ZBrush, so I definitely understand how hard it is to make these. He did a bunch of insane work. This is just one of his pieces that he did. It's kind of like a Ghost Recon or like a army soldier. It's a really sick style. And the one thing I want to talk about before I go to the next picture that you did is worrying about the kind of gradients that you put on top of your work. Really kind of take away from some stuff. Maybe even throwing this into Photoshop a little bit more and kind of brightening up those blue lights could have done an extremely better job. And taking away that really kind of purple hue on top of it, maybe making it more of like a dark exposure and the contrast up a little bit more. Work around with that kind of stuff, but nonetheless, man, really insane just concept art in general. Here's another one he did. I'm not too sure what this one's called either, but I know it's done in ZBrush and Photoshop as well. Like I said, man, just worrying about that purple hue on your work can really, you know, make everything pop a little bit more. But this is just absolutely insane. I have no idea how anyone has the patience to actually sit there and make this. You are gonna do great in life with this whole entire concept art for sure. I really do enjoy all of your work on your portfolio and your ArtStation. So like I said, guys, definitely go check them out into the description below. And that's basically going to take it all for this week's top 5. Thank you all for submitting your portfolios like always. I had a bunch of submissions and it really was awesome to kind of go through all of them. If you guys do want to submit your portfolio, the link will be in the description below. It's going to be a Google's Forms link. So like always, definitely go and hit that up. Go submit your portfolio. Go hit me up on Twitter with some of your recent work. And I just love to see all of you guys kind of work together and create something awesome. So that's going to be it for this week's top 5. If you guys do want to submit your own video ideas, there's going to be a link in the bottom of the description, or you guys can comment below. And also, just let me know in the comment section right now if you made it this far into the video. Leave a like, comment below, make sure to subscribe to the channel and keep the kind of content flowing and stuff. And other than that, man, I'll see you guys in a later on video. Peace out.